Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing these boho twists and using a special sewing tool to do so. If you have thick hair like me, you'll definitely want to stay tuned to see what I'm using. And I've never seen anybody use this, just thought of it. But this style is great for half up, half down. You can wear this on vacation, as you see I just did here. And we'll get started. You need a latch hook, and then we're going to be using that tool to the left of it. Now I put in 4 packs of this hot cinnamon and then 1 pack of this ginger, and I had about 6 or 7 strands left. Okay, braid down pattern. You need to braid it like this. Now I did freeze it so you guys can see the braid down pattern. Okay, take a screenshot there if you need to. Mine's a little different because my hair is extremely thick. So braid it in a beehive in the back. Okay, and then you've got your single little individuals in the front. Now this braid across the front is where I'm going to make my own singles. So your beehive, you'll have your braid sticking out, and we want to tuck that under. Now I am going to tuck mine several times. If your hair is of shorter length, then you won't have to do this that many times. It can be a pain when your hair gets a little bit longer and you have to pull this through 4 or 5 times. But if you only have to tuck it once or twice, actually it gives you a more seamless look. If your hair is a little bit longer, you'll want to make sure that you tug on the braid a little bit, and that's just to minimize bulkiness. Okay, so we're pulling through once. You'll just need to feel around where you have space and where this lies the most flat. Okay, so we're going to put our crochet hook in. You'll see I'm doing it through 2 braids this time. Okay, you want to go ahead and slide the braid into the crochet hook and make sure that needle is closed before you pull it back through the other braids. Make sure when you are doing this that you are pulling underneath the braid. You don't want to pull through the braid for this one. It will be painful. And if your hair is extremely thick, you will find it very difficult to try and tug that braid through an already thick braid. So make sure that you are going underneath the braid for this step. Okay. So again, just putting through the braid, wiggling that through, putting that braid into the hook, closing the latch hook, and then pulling through. Then you see I have this tiny little piece left, so we should just pull that through in one more little tug here. Put it on the hook. Close that latch hook and then pull through. Now I'm not doing this with the mirror, so you will see me feeling around from time to time. Okay, so that's completed. Now the hair brand is Shake and Go Freetress. Hot cinnamon is the color, and baby, when I tell you this color is giving, use 4 packs of that and then 1 pack of this ginger. Just want to give it a little highlight. So we mostly put that towards the back in the middle sections. Didn't want to put it around the edges. As you can see, my hair is dark. Wanted a seamless blend, so that's what we did. And as you can see, it kind of has a two-tone effect. So starting in the back here, you want to put the crochet hook through the braid, not underneath. You want to put it through. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. That's through the braid. Okay, this helps reduce bulkiness, and it's just easier if you pull through the braided section instead of underneath the braid. Also causes less breakage that way. So you're going to pull through, grab the end of the crochet, close that latch hook, and then you're going to pull that through the loop. Okay, and when you just tug on it, pull it all the way down. As simple as that. That's how you put it in. Now that's the classic way to do this. I'm going to show you another way to put it in. But this is for the people who, you know, just want to learn how to crochet, period. We're going to go over a couple different methods, the classic, and then I'm also going to show you with the sewing tool. So again, let's slow this down for everyone. Putting the latch hook through the braid while it's open. Then you're putting the loop at the top through the hook, closing that latch hook, and then you're pulling through your cornrow. Okay, you're going to take the end, grab the end, close that hook on the end, and pull it through the loop. Now I left this part in here just so you guys can see how easy it is to fix if you do this step. Again, I did not have a mirror because I was filming, so I went and pulled the wrong twist through. But look how easy it is to fix. You're just going to loosen the loop, grab the correct braid, open that loop back up, and then you're going to take the end of the braid and just put that right through the center and then pull it back down. Okay, so this is very, very easy. If you get lost or you get the wrong end, very easy to fix. Now, I completed that first back row, as you can see. I'll scoot up just so you guys can see the length. This is 22 inches. I am 5'1", so of course it falls a little long on me. If you prefer a shorter length, I'm thinking you want to get a different twist because these come in 22. And then I did see braids in this style too that are really cute. So, okay, let's go to method 2. You've seen it here first. I got this from SHEIN, $1.37. It comes in 3 pieces. We're using that piece in the middle. You can see how long it is there. Now this is used actually for clothing. It pulls your ties through. Like when, you lose one string, you can pull it back through the clothes. Take your crochet hook, right? Put it through the center hole. And we're just going to thread the crochet through. Okay, so we're using the end piece of the crochet, not the loop, because this is the thinner part. Make sure that hook is closed and you're going to pull it through like that. Okay, so you'll have just the end and then the other section is going to just be hanging freely. Feel around for where you want to put that and then you're going to use that curved part and then just push that down into your braid. You see, I just took a portion of the braid. I didn't even have to put that all the way through. And this just gives it less tension and makes it slide through easier. I found this way to be less painful and also just easier because you take the loop and then you just slide that hook part through and slide it down. See that? Let's go slow. Take that crochet hook, slide it through. Okay, once it's through, you're going to put the end piece, the curly loose piece, make sure that latch is closed and pull that through the hole of the threader. Okay, that's the other end of the threader that's going into the braid. Feel where you're going to put that in, and then you're just going to curve that piece up, grab a little section of hair. Mine grabbed a few on this one, but it's okay. You're not having to go all the way through that really thick braid. This is wonderful for people who have extremely thick hair like me. You see that? And then you just hold that end piece, slide the loop onto the pointed part, and then you just slide it down the threader like that. Very, very easy. And honestly, this is slowed down, but it doesn't take a long time to do. It took me a little longer just trying to make sure I was in frame. But once I got off the camera, this went so fast, you guys. I'm talking about like an hour. It really doesn't take that much time at all. So I'm filling it up to about the ear. I started to add those ginger pieces in there so you can kind of see the colorway. And now the whole back is completed. So now we're going to work on the top. Okay, so these are the parts that are going to look like individuals. Make sure that you do not braid these top pieces too tight. Okay, mine were braided like medium tight. Actually, they could have been just a little bit looser. But even with them, just being like a medium tight, it was just a little difficult to pull through. So I would recommend that you braid really loose at the top. Okay, so we're going to use that regular crochet needle to go ahead and hook these pieces. Now, one thing that I did start doing on a couple of these that I didn't get to film is actually putting the braid onto the loose braid in the middle. So you don't have to actually put the crochet needle in the actual square part. So the end of the plait. You'll see me put it underneath and pull through. If you find one that's a little bit tight, go ahead and loop it onto the actual braid in between. And then slide the crochet up. It still gives it the same look without the tension. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in this other side. And voila, that's done. We're going to take down this braid in the front because this is where we're going to do our singles. Now, some people do a couple row of these and then maybe they'll do crochet in the back. I just do the first row. That's fine for me. It gives me the look I'm trying to achieve and it doesn't take that much time. Okay, so take that down. I'm clipping this out of the way and we're going to get started on this first single here. Now, I don't do my edges very tight because I want to save them. So as you can see, they are very, very thick. So I could have stand to do this just a little bit more tight, but I had done 3 heads in 3 days. I did my stepson's hair. I did my 2 little cousins' hair for vacation. So yeah, my fingers were definitely sore at this point and my grip was not the best. So these are a little bit loose, but they serve their purpose and they worked for vacation without all the tension. But you can do these as tight as you'd like them. I recommend not doing them tight to where it's pulling out your edges though. So split the hair in half. Okay, split your natural hair in half and then you're going to twist clockwise on the bottom and counterclockwise on the top, or vice versa. Just make sure that you're twisting one way and the other way. Okay, it should look flat when you're done. Now, I'm sorry I didn't get the perfect angle here so you guys can see. I froze the frame so you can see how that looks flat. Once it's flat, you're going to go ahead and keep that twist and twist downward. Make sure that you are twisting each piece as you're going down. Applying product to your hair. You saw I use that pure. That's my favorite right now. It doesn't leave a lot of residue and I've found it to not break my scalp out as bad as other edge controls. So that's what I'm using. You can use whatever you prefer. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and twist down. And this method is if you want to start it as a twist. It's going to look very, very close to the pre-twisted hair because it starts as a twist. But if you find this too difficult, you can do it as a braid, start it as a braid, and then twist down as well. So I'm going to show you both methods. We're doing the twist here, and then next we'll go ahead and start it off with a braid and then twist down. This, of course, is the harder of the two. Now at the end, you'll just see me tie a knot here, and that's just going to secure the end of the braid for me. That was a slip knot, by the way. Now, to not have as much tension, you want to make sure that you keep clips on you. Clip it right at the root, and then when you start twisting, your hair won't continually twist. It'll stop that twist from twisting at the root. Definitely less painful that way. Okay? And make sure as you're going, you are clipping those twists out of the way just so that you have, you know, only what you need. I dropped my comb, so I'm using this tool to part. Yeah, don't talk about me. All right, so we clipped that hair out of the way. This is what we're working with. Make sure you put some product on the hair. I don't too much like to put it on my actual parts. I try to mainly stick with putting it on my hair. Of course, if you put it on the parts, you're going to get a crispier part. And then you're just going to pull that twist apart. It comes apart very easily. Now let me show you how to do it as a braid. You're going to use your hair as the third leg of the braid and braid down about 3 or 4 times. Once you've braided down 3 or 4 times, you're going to take your natural hair and split that in half. Okay? So you have half of your natural hair, half of your twist. Add those together, half your natural hair and half your twist on the other side. You're going to add those together. Okay, take that product and make sure that you saturate your hair very well, especially if you have dry hair. You'll see me pulling down the length of my hair, just making sure I get that product and leaving my hair in the middle of that twist. That's how you kind of hide your hair. Make sure that it's towards the middle, and then you're going to twist the hair as you twist the twist down, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm getting a little closer so you can see what I'm doing here. You'll see me twist the hair as I'm twisting down. It goes a little fast, so I will put it in slow motion so you guys can see. See that? Twisting. Let me get back in frame here. See that? I am twisting the hair as I twist down. Twist. Now I've been doing this for a while, so sped up it just looks like I'm twisting down, but I am twisting the hair. And these are the finished results. I love the colorway, that hot cinnamon mixed with that little pop of ginger. Let me know if you like it in the comments. If you use this method, please let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye, guys.